today? Today we're talking about promoting others because this is something that so many of us find it so hard to do. And there's a lot of probably reasons why, but I really just want to talk about what it's like to actually truly promote others, okay? Because we all know that business is built on referrals and loyalty and people knowing, liking, trusting. We've had this conversation. But yet, when it comes to actually truly like promoting others, most of us don't do it. And again, myself included, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of, being on podcasts and people and then not promoting it. And I'm guilty of, knowing that somebody has a masterclass coming up and just not throwing it on social media. And the thing is it's not intentional. So I think there's a couple sides to the coin here that we need to talk about. So one, there's obviously this place of there's always going to be the mindset of lack. And there's always going to be people that operate from a place of lack. If I promote you, then people aren't going to do business with me. If I promote them, they're going to invest in that, and then they're not going to have money to work with me. I mean, there's always going to be that side of it, right? And to some extent, it may or may not be true, right? Like sometimes it may truly be like that people only can invest in one person, and so we don't necessarily promote somebody else, or we have a master class coming up and we want them to attend our master class, not somebody else's. This is human nature. This is business. This is not like being a dick in any way. This is just, of course we're going to promote our own stuff first. But here's the other thing is that I know for me, what I find so difficult about it sometimes is that there's only so much time and there's only so many places and there's only so much content you can put out there. And I think about this, like I schedule all my content in advance. Well, then if a podcast comes out and I've already got my content, my stuff scheduled, where do you fit it in? And then you try to do it, and then does it really get the right reach? And, because you've already filled the spot where you normally post and you can only throw things at so many people. And then it becomes this like information overload, right? Like I don't want to put something out there knowing that it's not going to hit the right people because I've got a post going up at the same time or the next day or something like that, right? Like there's only so many things that you can put out there. And you also don't want to confuse your audience. Like I don't want to get into this place of like where I'm promoting a million different things and then they're like, well, what the hell is she doing? So don't take it so personally. I mean, I think that there's so much power. There's ways that you can promote other people. If you see somebody asking for a recommendation, commenting on the post and telling the person why they're such a good fit. Don't just tag somebody. If somebody says, hey, I'm looking for a sales copywriter, like tag the person that you deal with from sales copy and tell them why they should work with them, right? If there's a way that you can, if you have an email list and you have an email newsletter, you can always add at the bottom of your newsletter like resources from others or amazing things that I think you should check out. Like there's a way that you can really incorporate it into that. And there's on social media, like maybe one day a week. And this is what I love. I love to think on the fly. I literally didn't even have this plan, but I'm going to say it right now. Like maybe one day a week you use it to promote somebody else. Like maybe you actually schedule that in and you leave whatever it is, Saturdays, Thursdays, Tuesday, whatever day, maybe you leave a day open and that this is going to be for promotion of something else. Like I know for a fact, I could leave one day a week open and fill it. Maybe that's Sundays for me. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, of course you're going to pick Sundays because nobody sees your content on Sundays. But the reality is a lot of people see content on Sundays, especially Sunday evenings. Everybody, Sunday mornings and Sunday evenings are a lot of times the best, because people are, relaxing, they're having their coffee, whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, again, that was a super on the fly. That wasn't part of my train of thought. It just literally came to me. And so I shared it. But find a way that you can promote others because it does not tear you down. And in a lot of ways, it actually makes you look better to your clients, right? Because you're not just only promoting yourself. They can see that you value the expertise of others. They can see that you are a connector of people. They can see that you like to network. Like, they know that you're not just in it for yourself. Like, I think there's so much power in that. And so, but I do understand why it can be difficult for people too. So I want you guys to think of it like, oh my gosh, everybody says that, inside even the Accelerated Business Alliance, we have a post up like, hey, if you've got a masterclass coming up, let us know, we'll share it, and a lot of them don't get shared and a lot of them do. But sometimes it's just not the right timing. Like, it's so hard to promote in different things. Sometimes it's just, you have to plan ahead for these things. So if you have a network of people, if you have a group of people that you like to deal with, and you have these partners, like you have your copywriter, you have your web designer, reach out to them and say, hey, plan in my content for the next month. Is there anything that I can promote for you? Is there any, schedule it in. It requires a little bit of proactive, effort here. You actually have to take the time to schedule this in and to think about it in advance and stuff like that. But it doesn't take away from you, right? It doesn't take away from you. If anything, it makes you look better. And it's reciprocal. You start promoting others, they start promoting you. Granted, it's not always going to happen. I get reminded of this all the time. I do it a lot, and I've had many, many, many mentors say to me, like, Michelle, this is who you are. It's not who everybody else is. Again, don't take it personal. If you want to choose to promote somebody else, do not do it with the expectation that they're going to reciprocate. If they do, that's wonderful. It's a bonus. But again, you need to do this because in the kindness of your heart, because you feel it's authentic and in integrity with you, without the expectation of return on somebody else. Okay. There's power in that. So go through your network, and I want to challenge you. Reach out to a couple people. Hey, do you have anything coming up this week that I can promote for you? Do you have any openings in your business that I can look through my contacts and see if I can make some introductions for you? Do you have a masterclass coming up that I can promote for you? Do you have a podcast episode you want me to share for you? These things are value add to your audience. Do not reach out. Go right now, take action. Go through your list, reach out to at least one person and ask them, is there anything I can do to help promote you this month? That's all. It's simple. It's simple. Just do it. It means a lot. And you never know. Sometimes here's the thing, what if I'm connected to a marketing strategist that's running a masterclass, right? Well, my audience, if I start promoting it and I start talking about it, they may be connected to her too, because that's the world of social media. We're jointly connected in a lot of ways, but they don't know her, but they know me. Now, if I promote her and I talk about how wonderful she is, they're much more apt to sign up for it. They've seen her post, but because I'm posting about it, now they're like, oh, well, Michelle, yeah, she thinks it, because I've built that authority with my clients and my audience. So again, reach out to somebody, ask them if there's something you can promote for them, and go do it. Don't just ask, do it. Take action and actually put the promotion out there. All right? I promise. It works. And you get what you are, what's that saying? The gift, I can't even think right now. But anyways, it's like you always get what you put out, right? You put out what you put out, you get back eventually. And so don't expect any kind of immediate return on some of this stuff. But it always works out for everybody. I promise you that. All right, I'll talk to you soon.